Okay, well, I was going to play other things today, but I guess beating a whole game is equally satisfying. Oh, right. I was going to do this in the past, not here.
Yeah, we need to do that in order to get the vines down.
There we go. And I'll have to get a fire move. Yeah, I didn't even think of... I didn't even initially think about this.
You're just speeding along. I can't keep up.
Yeah.
But at least I just teleport to where you are.
Yep. Okay, save point. And we want to check for a couple of things. Like, whether or not there's there's secrets.
Did we already look down here, though? Hey, you'd be able to get through the A door at the bottom of that mine shaft.
Correct. We can also clear some gaps. We can hundo this map, save for the door and the one place up high, which I don't think either of those I can deal with.
Oh, vines.
Oh, vines, yep. There we go. Okay, so we want orbs. Instead of the plasma geyser. Eternal flames. Yeah.
Yeah, I got them. Let's find the other ones. Oh, couldn't jump that one.
Yeah, a little tall. That's fine. I don't mind fighting them all. We're gonna get to the final boss, and I'm just gonna have infinite,
There's some.
1 second. 2 birds, 1 fire. Okay. So I should probably check back down.
Yeah. There's definitely at least one more.
Yeah, I just don't know if we're going to have a vine around here as well. Okay, no vine here. Oh, there was a couple of, like, a higher up chest now that I remember it. We're gonna want to go through that old, or the future zone a little bit more carefully, because there's a couple other things that I've missed. Okay. And I can go over him if I try. Not that it matters too much. It's weird to think that we're actually almost done with this game. I was honestly expecting more.
I mean, you've been playing it an awful lot.
At least looks
tonight.
like it's going to be about 10-12 hours long total. Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
This is actually the room that I want to double check over. Because I remember going there and being like, well, can't get that chest. Need like a wall jump or something. Interesting that there's no wall jump in this game. That's such a staple. Okay, there's one other spot.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, there's a couple more vines in the corner of the map that we haven't been.
Since you're zipping around so much, I might as well just
press start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. This is like, even if you didn't have trouble keeping up with me, I also like straight up don't need help with what's going on. Mm-hmm. Because it's just, you know.
You're just breezing past everything at the moment.
Well, yeah, everything only does 1 damage to me to begin with.
There's some vines.
Yep. So I think that's all the vines. That's such a weird...
Yeah, let's also go to the A
Let's
at the
see.
bottom of the mine shaft.
Lachiem present, Lachiem past. This is the one I want to go to. The wall jump was never a staple in Castlevania. Dash is, though. Huh. That's such a modern staple, I guess, of Metroidvanias.
Yeah, there go the vines.
Oh, that was...
Ouch. Hit that one head on in the beak.
Yeah, I kind of wish, after a certain point, maybe if, taking 1 damage didn't knock you back, that would help a lot. Okay, so now we can get in here. Probably way later than they intended. Mm-hmm. But it just wasn't immediately clear to me.
Yeah, well, I The vines, because you could move under them and they were sort of waggling about, I didn't really see them as an obstacle that you had to destroy. I actually didn't...
Also the only time you use an orb to actually solve an environmental puzzle.
Yeah, I suppose there weren't any freezing ones, like to get across
No, you never had
water,
to freeze anything. You never had to,
You never had to charge something with plasma.
Nope.
Like a crystal or a door.
Hit any, like, specific targets or anything like that. And so it's like, it makes perfect sense now that we've been here, we've experienced it.
Hey, another ship.
Yep. Shattered orb. Barrage enemies with shards of the moon. Oh, did we ever actually find out where the blood orb is? Because somebody had said something to the extent of that. Blood orb was in the secret room next to the fairy familiar in the past castle. Okay.
Huh.
You wanna lead me towards that? Because that actually sounds really cool. I think I can find it. I should probably check out the shard orb.
That too. Okay. So now we have all of these. Yeah,
Yep.
these were where the vines were.
While we're here, let's switch out the eye orb for the shattered orb. And let's take a look at equipment, because I bet I have some new equipment that I should probably be wearing. So we have the captain's cap by a Valetian star captain. And a captain's uniform, which increases my luck considerably. Any of these increase my damage? The answer is no. Oh, captain's uniform. I guess we are now Captain Lunais. So it looks like these are just, these are just advanced versions of the blue orbs that she starts with. Or the fire orbs. We'll have to see if we get any fancy abilities.
With an awful lot of effects because it's so many small pieces. Oh, hey.
Yeah. So that's the other thing I haven't been doing very well. There's actually a fair number of secrets.
Yeah, what's that little square right there in the middle?
This?
Down.
There's possibly a secret room there.
There and there.
And that's an unexplored area. It might be a secret room? I have no idea. So, orbs, if I'm going to be using these, we should switch it out for the scythe ring. And probably just the colossal blade. Because, yeah, I really like the scythe blade. It's a shame it didn't like factor in as well with some of the other weapon types. But I guess it's not that big of a deal. We're getting a lot of warp shards from this. But there's that facility in the very bottom that we should probably go check out.
Yeah, because I remember that we were laughing at the poor skeleton laying at the bottom because it had the B key card next to an A door, but now we finally have the means to open up A doors.
Yep, which is directly below us. I should probably go check for that secret before I forget about it. I also do want to keep leveling this specific weapon if I can. Oops. So this is where that secret might be? Because effectively what it is an unexplored area on the map. But I don't think you can get there. I think this part is actually just
an empty
unfilled.
Space?
Yeah. Either that or it's reachable via the area directly above me. Whoops.
Oop, ouch.
Yeah. You're supposed to use time powers on that one. Yep, that looks breakable.
Level up.
So unless we have a double secret here, which we don't. Okay.
Really? You can't bust through this door?
Nope.
Or because that?
Yeah, it looks like you might be able.
That looked like it jutted out.
It looks like you might be able to bust through it, but no dice. Same thing with here. Yeah, not all of these are going to be secret walls that we can just break.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Okay, well let's go find that secret room. At the very bottom of the mine shaft.
Yep, I was just gonna do
or the ruins?
one more test.
It was like ruins.
Right here. I guess I should probably
like
just
up here?
switch to the homing shot. Yeah. Nope. Doesn't look like we've got any kind of secret finding that we can do. Okay, so back down to the ruins.
Sorry if I've been a little bit quiet lately.
Well, we have been going for a while, but we're also like almost done.
Almost done.
Sort of. I mean, like, there's still a little bit of map that we like still have to go through. Nope. So it's like we've still probably got like another hour, but we could actually just straight up beat this game tonight. Which, I mean, on the night of its release, I'm down with that. And that certainly makes my life easier, just having a game off the list. Because when I don't have to think about recording it anymore, it just, I don't know, it's a relief.
Well, you've started so many games recently.
Yeah, and I've got a bunch more coming out soon.
So we have mushroom spores.
Yeah, luckily I've got a massive backlog for... Oops. Oh, right. I'm still immune to poison. Yes!
Because of the gas mask?
No, not the gas mask. I got a perk that...
Yeah, that thing's just floating over there, closer to you, flashing it. There you go. I got it.
That works pretty well. I'm still gonna switch out the Infernal Flames. I didn't like it as much. Let's try... Aura Blast. Oh wait, no, Aura Blast is different from Plasma Geyser, which might actually do a stupid amount of damage now. It does a respectable amount.
Whoa! Is that producing all those little ones?
Yeah, it looks like it creates little escapees.
Little sporelings.
That worked. Oops, hold on. Nope, didn't work.
Yep, there we go. Got that. More slimes.
Yep.
High ether.
Oops. Ow.
This is pretty extensive.
Well, I mean, it's the exact same cave system that we visited earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit, I still think it's pretty cool that there's that they managed to like reuse pretty much the entire game twice.
I suppose that's part of... Haven't you noticed that there's been a trend lately where either there's a spirit world, or there's another time, or there's a spectral sight, or something that allows you to see another dimension, or another plane of existence?
Well, in Metroidvania specifically, it's... I want to say it's Symphony of the Night that actually started the trend. Bird statue. Oh. I think it's Symphony of the Night, where you think you've beaten it, and then the entire game flips upside down, and then you're like, oh no. Prevents chaos. Helpful.
Flips upside down.
Yeah.
As in literally?
Yeah.
Or do you have to be
literally, you
Dracula?
think you've been climbing a tower, or something like that, and then it's like, psych! You've actually been, you know, everything's upside down! And... it's like this big reveal. It's actually really well handled. It's part of the reason why I want to play it. Yeah, the reverse castle. Which, like, a lot of people point to as this, like, amazing twist. And I think... I think I like it. Though apparently it doesn't actually reuse any content. It is all unique stuff.
Level up.
That was also, like, a larger studio with a bigger budget, so that always changes things a bit.
Okay, so we have a bunch of mushrooms guarding a chest. Some slimes.
Wait. Guarding an antidote in a chest. That's just boring. I know where we are. Rotten Tail. Fetid Wyvern.
Yep, I mean, this is sort of the dark dungeon area.
Yep, so here's that upper section that we can get to before. Galaxy Stone. Okay.
A galaxy stone. Neat.
That sounds
Harness
cool.
the powers of space.
Space! We also get elemental beads. Okay, that'll be a nice little boost.
Oh, another siren.
Hello, pretty man. Hadoken! Might have actually been a woman. I wasn't really paying that much of attention.
I think it was the male model.
That much attention. But yeah, as we kind of approach the end of this game, I like it. A little preachy, and I wish they had spent a little bit more time, like, developing the villain, I think. Because I like the log reveal, but, like, we don't even know the guy. We've seen him once.
Yeah, and the thing is, as I said before, I almost would have rather seen a story where changing time actually resulted in the person you despised becoming a better person, and then you have no reason to hate them anymore.
Yeah, and so you're like, you know, was this worth it?
At the same time, wouldn't that achieve your goal? The person became, like, they never knew that they had ever been the villain that they had been.
Yeah, I want to say that's the plot of some time travel thing, where, like, you find out, where, like, the main character finds out after a while. Oh, these guys are still the same.
Yeah, but they're slightly recolored. Not less purple. Whoa, that's new.
So it is.
Never realized they had a harpoon.
You got a harpoon for a dick, you gotta use it.
Hey!
I guess.
Hey!
I mean, you saw it. That was very clearly some,
Gross.
Yeah, well, he has a harpoon dick. Dicks are kind of gross. Another bird statue.
Like,
Kind of lame.
I don't think that's part of snail anatomy.
It's part of that snail's anatomy. There is nothing in this room. Well, that's kind of disappointing. That is the one thing. It does feel like a lot of these areas were just reused for the sake of, like, well, there's stuff here. But I guess it's also kind of appreciated just being able to, like, go back through a whole zone.
Well, there's another one. Yeah, I wondered what that spike was under their chins.
I want to speak to you about your weird penis.
Shush. Well, let's see what's here. A teleportation
it's a travel room.
spot?
Yeah. So we are still a fair ways out. I'd like to... You know, actually...
hey, it's one of those moths. We haven't seen those in a long time.
We're going to go back for a second. We're going to go back to...
Do you want to go back up to that portal so that we can see what those two doors are?
No, I was actually going to go back and talk to these characters. We might have more side quests.
Oh.
But even if we don't... Oh, right, we're supposed to get files. We wanted to make Chaos Blades or... Oh, I thought we got a... Reduces damage taken. Huh. Oh, the Galaxy Stone is not one of the orbs. Okay. Oculus Ring. Okay. And then I can... I mean, realistically, I'm probably just going to stick to plasma orbs, but I think I'm going to save these until we actually figure out... Because there's also that blood orb that I missed and some other things. Okay, so... Rings. Instead of the royal ring, we want the Oculus ring on all of them. Because we're in backtrack mode now.
Okay. Now we're supposed to talk with them over here.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they wanted the evidence. Hey, I found some records.
And?
It's pretty damning. Even if the records are from Lachiem's perspective, I did find some documents from Valette as well, and... Volturilis was a despot. Anyone who questioned his new social order was silenced, and all his investments into education, alchemy, understanding magic, was all for power. Those who had the power that enjoyed the fruits of that empire, but those who didn't. Hardship, poverty, with no way to get out of it. If they had magic in the family, the rest of the family was taken care of. Not nearly as often as you were told. Most were left to die. They could be killed by the authorities for little reason, and with little consequence. The list of old Taurillus' infractions go on, and that's not even touching what he did to the Lachiem, to Queen Philia. I know.
What?
I think I've known for a long time, but it's been my whole life, believing in this cause, protecting my soldiers. How could I turn my back on that? I understand. I've certainly learned myself that things are far more complicated than they seem, and I want them to be. Now what?
Now I quickly cleaned my glasses because I can't somehow smudged it. Okay, there we go. We're stuck here anyway. The war's pretty much over. We're going to have to live here. Maybe there's a way to do so in peace. Thanks, Lunais.
So, the war is over then? I guess so. The Lachiem have denounced the demons, and the portal to Valette is gone. All that's left, I guess, is to rebuild. Not quite. Oh? You may have noticed, but not all the Lachiem soldiers seem to have gotten the peace message. There are still elements chafing against Queen Elena's new direction. How do you know? One of them used to be my top soldier. Until he defected. I will help the new, peaceful aspirations of Elana. Where I can. We will rebuild our lives on this world, but first, Cantorin needs to die. It's the only way we'll ever achieve peace. The element of revenge probably doesn't hurt. A little. Will you help? Of course.
She didn't even say where the dude is. Just that he needs to die. I guess let's try talking to her again.
Okay, so so he's eluded me this far. Well, he's in the castle.
Camped out at the lake with his friends.
Oh, really?
Yep. Heya.
Well, you look cute together.
It's true, we do. So, speaking of changing the subject, it's looking like we're going to be here a while.
Yeah, with that portal closed, it'll be a few hundred more years before contact is reestablished.
What?
I'm just guessing.
Sure, I'm starting to worry about our prospects, you know? You've been a great help in keeping us all fed and safe, but it's still a wild frontier. Even the Lachiem don't have it easy, and they've established towns and everything. I can't keep asking you to go hunting for us. It's just not sure what we're gonna do long term.
You know, maybe there is something I can still do for you.
Oh?
Yeah. Wait here, Sakis. I'll be back. Modern Lachiem was certainly has certainly solved the food problem. Screw the timeline. I'll just bring them a food synthesizer from Varndegray. I wonder where I will find one.
It's already in your bag.
Presenting your solution. Violating the Prime Directive.
A metal box?
It's a magic metal box. Experimental tech left over from, guess what? This is going to be the thing that's going to help Lachiem create their disgusting biological creation machines or something.
I want to play a game like this where they've, like, maybe a CRPG?
She's doing this with good intentions, but imagine if this is a food replicator that can create meat. Imagine
I mean, chances are it'll break.
This technology.
It'll break after a while.
It'll break before he can.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the logic. But, like, I want to play an RPG, a CRPG, a game that is actually, like, built to handle all of the changes. So that, like, you give them the food synthesizer and the future just changes. Like, every character has a side quest, and if you do it wrong, it like mucks up the whole game and you have to go back in time and like stop yourself from doing it and stuff.
Imagine, yeah, I mean, could you imagine a whole civilization with like one food synthesizer? And let's go say that the food synthesizer is pretty good for like several years.
The holy meat box! It has delivered us today! Sausages! All hail the holy meat box! Then it spits out a banana. Burn the holy meat box!
No, but imagine if they pretty much dropped hunting, gathering, agriculture, anything that they would have needed to produce food for themselves, and then one day the box just dies.
The holy meat box has fallen! It is a sign from above. Our society must fall too. Starvation is our only recourse. Cannibalism is the first step, followed by one man, sadly in a room, eating dirt and leaves, because that's all we know.
No, it's terrible. Like,
all hail the meat box!
It was an Appalachian camp I found somewhere.
Huh?
Watch.
It makes meat?
It makes food. It makes food.
Well, I suppose that certainly will help. Thank you, Lunais. You made our lives so much better. In more ways than one, thank you. Meat box!
Do you what?
I didn't even know it was meat box.
It was called the meat box?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay, you're amazing.
All hail the magic meat box!
Okay, well, consider this too. Like, if people didn't have to worry about food, people would be able to work on so many other things. You know, do you know that for centuries, food was of such high import, like the production of it, that, you know, people barely had the time of day to create new inventions or create artwork or write or, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't until like people could mass produce food, you know, like grow sustainable crops and tame large numbers of animals, that it really became possible for civilization to settle down and create more permanent places of residence, and then have people that were designated to jobs and positions that weren't set aside just for food production.
You're absolutely right, but I'm still basking the fact that I just totally made up the meat box thing and it validated me.
The meat box.
I really, really want to see, like, how great would it be if the devs had actually just, like, stuck to their guns and just made the whole game take a hard left as a result of what we just did?
Mm-hmm.
I would be so happy.